Hello, hello, good morning. Welcome to the Friday Empower class. It's really great to have you here. Welcome to I just want to do one more thing. There we go. All right, we're ready. So today we're going to get deep into the hips. And we're going to get started in child's pose. Now, what I recommend is that you grab a blanket for the base of your mat. We will be doing some pretty good hip opening, and this can be really helpful for your knees and your shins. And then you may want to have your long pillow here as well, but it's up to you. So if you want to do a little bit more of a passive practice today, you can use this pillow. So we're going to go ahead and get started in child's pose. So bring your big toes to touch, knees come out wide, starting to walk your fingertips forward, letting your chest rest down onto the mat, sinking your hips back, sinking your chest down, resting your forehead down on the mat. And from here, start to notice the natural rhythm of your breath, leaving your forehead down. I'm just going to lift so that I can speak a little bit more with ease. Noticing the natural rhythm of breath, noticing the inhales and exhales. Starting to notice where the breath, or if the breath, feels restricted anywhere in the body. Becoming aware of the elongation of the spine, seeing if you can make your spine as straight and long as possible. Let's deepen our breath, taking a deep inhale through the nose, breathe into the belly, fill the lungs, fully expand. Hold the breath in, maybe take in one more sip of air. Open mouth exhale as if you're fogging up a mirror in front of your face. Another deep inhale through the nose, breathing deep down into the belly, filling the lungs. Feel the body, fill, fill, fill. Pause at the top. Open mouth exhale, breathe it out. And again. Deep inhale through the nose. Breathe deep down into the belly. Fill the lungs. Fully expand. Pause at the top. Open mouth. Exhale. Release. Now let's just maintain deep, long breaths. Being aware of the breath and using the breath to anchor you into the present moment, allowing you to be here and now, and allowing you to connect to your body. The breath is a great way to connect to the body. So if you think about your hips right now, and maybe your hips are quite tight, see if you can take in an inhale and send that air to the hips. And then with your exhale, see if you can release any of the tension that's built up in the hips. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling and exhaling. Now we're going to shift ourselves forward, and this is where you may want to use the bolster. If you put the bolster out in front of you, and we're going to shift forward, and we're going to extend our legs long out behind you, but you still want that blanket there. I'm going to do it with my left leg, but please do it with your right. I just want you to be able to see. I want you to bend that left knee, and I want you to create a 90-degree angle from your hip to your knee, and then another 90-degree angle from your knee to your ankle, and then flex those toes. Now, you can either have your bolster here, and it's a little bit more passive, or you can be up on your forearms with your forearms parallel to one another, fingers spread wide. When you sit like this actually turns it into not only a hip opener, but also a spinal exercise. So really, really good. And I invite you to close down your eyes and feel your breath. Feel your belly press into the mat with your inhale, and then feel it lift and release with your exhale. So it's said that our hips can hold emotional energy. So when we do hip opening practices like today, today is all about the hips. There's a saying, your issues are in your tissues. And so as we hold our posture and we get into the hips and we let the hips release, relax, it's like we're releasing the energy that is stuck in those tissues, creating tension. So we are getting into and releasing the issues in our tissues. If this is getting too much for your lower back, you can always lower down onto your chest. Your right ear can be down on the mat. So that's the beautiful thing about yin yoga. It's not necessarily tradition to use props, but you can. You know, if you want to relax a little bit more. So this is almost more like a more active restorative practice. Let's switch out our legs by extending that leg long and then switching to the opposite side. Take a moment here, give your hips a little shift, right and left. And then let's bring the opposite foot out to that 90-degree angle. And then again, you can have your forearms down on the mat, elbows pressing in, close down your eyes wherever you are, or you can have your chest down, or you can be on your bolster or pillow. And really focus on the breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. This may be a high intensity posture, or it may not, but just know that either way, it is very good for your body. Continuing to focus on your breath. When we come into stillness, we really have to become aware of our mind and where our mind goes, and helping our mind to be present, because often we're moving so quickly from one thing to the next thing to the next thing, and that's how our mind works. So we really need to focus the mind, focus on the breath. Your eyes can be closed down. expansiveness of the inhale and the release of the exhale. Inhale, expand. Exhale, release. Extend that right leg long. Take a moment, the opposite leg, whatever leg you did, and just rock back and forth, right and left, pressing your hips into the mat. Let's press ourselves up and back for just a moment, sinking your hips back into that child's pose. And feel that release in the lower back, because we did just do a bit of a spinal compression. And then let's press ourselves up. Now let's get our knees onto that blanket, opening your knees out wide, pressing the arches of your feet down, flexing your toes, lower your arms down onto the mat, coming onto your forearms. This is called frog pose, and it can be quite a high intensity pose too. Now you can use your bolster underneath your body. I'm not going to today, but you can do that. Or come down a little bit lower. Now the key here is you can sink your body forward to decrease sensation, or you can sink your booty back toward your heels to really increase sensation. So we won't be here too long, but it's meant to be a highly intense posture. So I invite you to close down your eyes and really start to breathe. Really start to breathe. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Embracing stillness, embracing your edge. Noticing where your mind goes. Now we're going to come out, bring your feet together first, then your knees. Come up into a tabletop position. Let's extend our right leg long, or left, and then switch it out, opposite leg. Let's do some really gentle hip circles. Switch directions. And then from here, we're going to extend the right leg long, and we're going to step that right leg up on the outside edge of our right hand. On the outside edge, so coming into dragon, sinking your hips forward, your hands are pressing down into the mat. Now there's a few options here. You can stay right here. If you're feeling this stretch in your hips, so there's a compression in the right and there's an extension in the left, then you can stay exactly as you are. Another option is to lower down onto your forearms, and you can really gently walk that right foot toward the right. And then focus on your breath. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Finding that edge, finding that stillness. Slowly, gently start to walk your hands back. Extend your right leg long. Feel that release. The release is just as important as the stretch itself. And release that leg down. Let's do the other side. Extend your left leg long. And then bring it up to the outside of your left hand. Sink your hips forward. You can stay lifted right here, or you can lower down. And you can keep your foot where it is, or you can walk it out gently. Just noticing if you make those changes, noticing how that changes the stretch. Focus on the breath, breathing into those areas of the body. Inhales and exhales through the nose. Allowing the mind to be present, focusing on the breath. If it takes you away from this space, away from your body, down a path you don't want to go, bring your focus and awareness back to your breath. Let's extend the left leg back. Extend it out long. Feel that release. And bring it down. Let's just gently rock right and left with our hips. And the next posture has 3 options. So we have, you can come into square pose. So seeing if you can stack your feet on top of one another, or your shins on top of one another. Then you're going to extend and lengthen through your spine and then shift forward. Next option is shoelace with your left foot extended forward. Right leg comes up and over top. Then lengthen and extend forward, feeling that stretch. Last option is cow face, where your knees are stacked on top of one another and you ground down into your sitting bones. You lengthen, inhale, and then exhale as you shift forward, really feeling that in the hips. So whatever is accessible by your body. Close down your eyes. Feel the breath expand and release. You have the option here to start a dialogue with the body. You can start to ask the body, what is this tension? Just going to the spaces of tension and asking the body, what is this tension? Slowly start to lift our spine up and switch out our legs. So if you're in that square pose, you bring the left leg on top. If you came into shoelace, right leg's extended, left leg is on top. Make sure the body's nice and straight. Or cow face with both legs coming back, stacking the knees. Inhale as you lengthen, exhale as you come forward. Knowing that it's okay if there's tension in the body, we are here to help release that tension. If you imagine that tension it's stagnant energy that is stuck in the body, and we are now stretching out that tension, releasing that energy so that we can increase our flexibility and our mobility. Because as we release, we're releasing that energy in the tissues, and it increases flexibility and mobility. start to bring your spine back up. Release your legs out from whatever they're in. And I want you to just give a little bit of slap, get the blood moving in the legs. Now we're going to come down onto our backs. And I recommend to leave the blanket right at your lower back. And we're going to come into a happy baby. So bringing your feet parallel to the ceiling, reaching for the outside edges of your feet, pulling your feet down towards you. And we're going to just really gently rock right and left. Your gaze can be straight toward the ceiling. Just really gently rocking right and left. Then bring your feet together, bring your knees together. Squeeze your knees into your chest. Wrap your hands around your legs. Bring your forehead towards your knees, squeezing yourself into a tiny, tiny ball. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze everything in, everything together. And then release everything out, coming into your final resting pose, Shavasana. Ankles come out wide, palms face the ceiling. Close down the eyes. I'm going to put on a different song for our final Shavasana. Letting your body sink into the mat beneath you. Taking in the message of this song, allowing yourself to be present for the last 2 minutes of class, just letting yourself sink and relax, releasing everything into the mat.
Here now, the power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. Let the water wash away your tears. Let the fire burn away your fears. Let the wind blow into your life such faith and trust. Oh, let the earth hold you, take care of you, nurture you. Oh, the power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth. The power of love is here now. The power of now is here now. The power of you, me, is here to create magic on earth.
Start to wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes, bringing life and awareness back to your body. Slowly, gently press yourself up into an easy seat. Grounding down into your sitting bones, lengthening through your spine. Bring your hands through heart center. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale, breathe it out, release. To me, the power of love is here now as we are present in our practice and present in our life. It is in the present moment that we have the ability and the opportunity to truly show, express, and radiate love. So I hope you take that gift with you and bring it out into your day and share it with others. The light and love in me honors, reflects, encourages, and appreciates the light and love in you. Namaste. Great job, great job. I hope that this practice serves you well, and I hope to see you again on your mats very soon.